What's up, you guys? It's PhiDX, and I have been building up my YouTube channel, arguably unfairly, by teaching everybody how to beat King. So I decided to balance the universe a little bit. Today, we're going to highlight two of the best King players in America, if not the world. Lil Majin needs no introduction. Great player, famous for beating JDCR and having a crazy run at CEO, a major offline tournament. JESANDY, you may have heard of, you may not have heard of him. He was famous for coming to Combo Breaker 2021, I believe, maybe 2022, and beating Super Akuma in a breakout performance at an international level. JESANDY's really cracked. If you know him, he needs no explanation, but this video is for everybody. So I want to talk a bit about how JESANDY is so good, what strategies he uses, and how you can apply this in your ranked games. We might even hop into ranked after and see if we can apply some. So, this was at Twitch Rivals. JESANDY ended up winning the whole thing, spoiler. And I want to show you a really, really funny clip. This is JESANDY back in Season 2 of Tekken 7. Humble beginnings. JESANDY's on the left. He's a King main, by the way. And he lost to alley kick mix-ups. Humble beginnings for JESANDY. I asked him, he said I could show him that. Now from there to beating Super Akuma to having this incredible match against Lil Majin. This might be the biggest glow up we have ever seen in the history of Tekken. As far as I know. To me, this is ridiculous. All right, let's get into the match. But before we do, I want to talk a bit about how King plays and how JESANDY pilots King. You don't care about any of this. There's a timestamp to jump to the match, but analysis is kind of, you know, my thing. So I want to talk about this a bit. First thing, let's talk about the new Tekken 8 tools that JESANDY likes to use. He likes to use the Flex Power Crush. King literally flexes in your face, and he gains like armor, right? And then he has a heat engager that comes out of that. So that's a really good move. It's really, really nice because King generally, you want to control him by hitting him. So now he has literally armor to resist your control and fight back. Counter hit throws are a universal change in Tekken 8. I almost said Tekken 7. But what happens when you counter hit somebody with your throw, the break window shrinks. Usually you have 20 frames to break a throw. It jumps down to 7. So usually a throw is 10 to 12 frames, plus the 20 frame window puts it at like 30. 30 frames is generally reactable for most humans, especially with training. But 10 plus 7, 17 frames is where it gets really, really hairy. And JESANDY, super nice guy, is even on the record. I'll show his tweets at the end of this video. He talks about how to balance King for Tekken 8 to make him a little more fair. Even he thinks Tekken 8 King is a little unfair. The other thing is that King's Heat Smash goes range 3, is extremely fast, and does over 50 damage. It's pretty ridiculous. Let's talk a bit more specifically about JESANDY and how he makes King so effective. He has this control playstyle. Okay, a lot of Kings are very crazy, kind of do their own, play their own game. JESANDY likes to be a little more interactive, okay? He has so much patience. You'll see in some of these rounds, he'll take many, many lows and many hits. He doesn't panic. He's still looking for timings, looking for his window of opportunity, and he makes it really count because King does so much damage. When he does decide to fight, he uses fast pokes to force the opponent to block, so he likes to contest for control. He's not trying to sneak in cheese grabs really early in the set. He wants to fight and feel out how you like to play the game. The other really huge move is just King's Shove. Many low-level players neglect this move, but you'll see in this set, both Lil Majin and JESANDY use King's Shove to great effect. After JESANDY gains advantage is where you start to see his game plan come out, okay? So two little basics that seem simple, but kind of get more complicated to fight against. It's not, complicated isn't even the right word. It's just annoying to fight against this style. Once he gains advantage, like frames or control of the match, he chooses to counter hit if you mash, right? So he's not going for throws right away. He wants to go for these safe counter hit attempts. You don't see back 1-2 a lot because it's duckable, but down forward 2, he's good at visually hit confirming, right? You'll see it in the set, so I feel like I don't need to demonstrate it because it'll be visually apparent. The other thing he does is if you start to respect his counter hits, right, then he starts going for simple mix-ups. So if you're mashing, he counter hits you. If you hesitate, he'll start mixing you up. Really, really solid mid choices. Forward 3, safe. While running 3 gives frame advantage and a knockdown, or frame advantage on block, knockdown on hit. And forward 1+4 is the chest bump. Big frame advantage, close range, but also very effective. His low choices are usually forward 4, neutral 2, or down 3. And you'll see that a lot in the match as well. And then he also finally does the grabs at this point. If you're hesitating, maybe doing some delay timings like sidestep button or backdash button, he'll just grab you. And what really brings it all together and how JESANDY'S able to make it work is he has really well practiced hit confirms. Okay, so King has a few counter hit situations where if you're very well trained, you can confirm them into a full launch. So down forward 2-1 is a great example. Safe mid poke. Extension is a safe high, but usually you don't want to get ducked. So JESANDY wants to confirm that he counter hit you, like the opponent is twitching, or you get that big new hit spark when you counter hit someone, and then he'll finish the string and go for a combo. The other one is forward 2, down 1. So King has forward 2-1. It's like a high, mid-high. It's his heat engager, but he also has a mid-mid extension. And if he sees you twitch when he hits the second one, he'll confirm into the full launch. These are all going to be shown, so I felt like there's no need for a visual demonstration. But let's go into the match. Wait. Did I restart the recording? I did restart the recording. We're good. Okay, let's get started. Let's check out the match. Lil Majin versus JESANDY. I started panicking. I saw my stream timer and mixed it up with the recording timer. All right. So this is Lil Majin with the default king and JESANDY with a very strange king custom. Let's full screen this. So both players playing the shove right away, right? If any of the players get greedy with their like using big moves, the shove will counter hit and guarantee the heat engager. Lil Majin going for his string extensions early, trying to control JESANDY, and he's getting a lot of reward, right? JESANDY usually plays just the single pokes, but Lil Majin extended multiple strings. So JESANDY, to fight back, does that little power crush attempt, right? But Lil Majin's default timings are beating him. Nice perfect in the first round. Shove again. Little flash duck working out very well there. Flash ducking as in he's not committing to a duck to block a low. He just naturally does like a quick little duck to beat like a quick poke. And now look at how JESANDY has immediately adjusted and has a half health lead. Okay, it's been 15 seconds. I'm going to rewind. Start of the round. Look at how he adjusted. Lil Majin is playing all these string extensions, right? But King's multi-hit strings are not safe. So the shove is safe, right? Doesn't do any damage, but is good on counter hit. Let's look at what Lil Majin does. The low is blocked. Down forward 1-2. JESANDY gets a quick punish. JESANDY tries to get a counter hit confirmed there, but he was incorrect. And then now the string extension is hitting. Great subscription window placement, JESANDY. I'm going to roast him for that later. Muscle Buster hits. A nice whiff punish by Lil Majin. Shining Wizard is broken, and Lil Majin does this great King tech, where if you break the Shining Wizard, this is something you guys can steal. King players out there. Do the Shining Wizard. Look at this break. Look at the spacing it leaves him at. Okay? The spacing after the Shining Wizard is so tiny. Sorry, these Twitch controls are a struggle for me compared to YouTube, okay? At this spacing, if the other player tries to attack, it's usually they usually have to dash in first, right? Because, you know, there's a weird spacing. So the King player who just got their Shining Wizard broken can just go for another throw. And if you rush in, you'll get grabbed and maybe counter hit grabbed. JESANDY is patient though and whiff punishes with the alley kick. JESANDY does naturally play on the player 2 side. Okay, again, they're just playing some quick movement, and JESANDY gets a nice punish. And here's the implementation of his game plan right away. Look at what happens after he gets this punish. So Lil Majin goes for this launcher. JESANDY takes this punish and has like +7, +8. I don't know if they changed it for Tekken 8. But off of that frame advantage, he just places down forward 2. This would have counter hit Majin if Majin decided to mash. However, JESANDY sees that he blocked and just resets. Little clothesline. Big whiff punish here, or medium whiff punish. But he doesn't commit. And this is part of JESANDY feeling out his timing, right? He doesn't just immediately rush in. You get huge advantage off this, but he isn't going to immediately go for a throw and get ducked, right? That's probably what a lot of King mains normally complain about. So he dashes in and does nothing, and even back dashes. He sees Lil Majin does nothing, so he tries to attack again, and Lil Majin rips the counter hit. So now JESANDY's going to keep in mind that he can probably play more immediate timings off that frame advantage right away. The 1-2 poke hits here, right? After this counter hit launch. 1-2 poke. He has frame advantage. What does he try to do? Counter hit again. So I expect JESANDY might switch to the grab style or the mix-up style after seeing how Lil Majin is responding here. Now they're poking back and forth, fishing for the counter hits. Off of the whiff, JESANDY gets a nice clothesline into a little follow-up. Nice reaction block in the down back 3. Jaguar step backwards is a great choice for King players because the backdash has been nerfed so badly. A lot of King players have resorted to using Jaguar step to get an immediate burst of space, and it pays off here. Right, this is the reaction block we were talking about. Jaguar step evading, and then he counter hits him on the approach again. JESANDY up 2-1. Game 1. Ultimate tackle's broken. I think he was going for a muscle buster. I think that was a different throw. Now JESANDY finishes the string and gets punished.
Break.
And here's what I was mentioning earlier about JESANDY probably playing more immediate timings. Look at this. So Lil Majin does a 2-1, right? And then just goes for a what is this, forward 3? He does a quick forward 3 poke. This leaves King at -8. So King's turn is over. He had to give up his turn here. Remember how JESANDY was doing those little delayed dashes and then he got counter hit? Now he sees he has an advantage and just runs in and grabs. Right? He did do a little dash delay timing there to kind of hide it. This is a JESANDY specialty, right? Usually if you're running in and doing a throw, it seems like King is doing his Shining Wizard, right? JESANDY likes to run in to hide the giant swing where he does the little crouch dash. So this was some very specific tech to try to throw off Lil Majin. But Lil Majin does the right break. Down forward 2, counter hit there, but he didn't rip it. Forward 4 neutral 2 gets sniped. And look at how small they're playing, right? They both know that a throw could be ducked at any time. They both really don't want to go launch punishable. So they're playing really small pokes and trying to gain control, make the other person be in like hesitation or a mashy mood in a way that they can predict, right? Nice little whiff punish from Lil Majin. Nice crouch dash. And this is nice King movement here. Lil Majin does a crouch dash after a few forward dashes. And then he turns it into a muscle buster. And then he does a delayed wake-up trap, right? JESANDY knows that an immediate get-up could get him killed by the unblockable flip over. So he does a side roll and just chills out. And Lil Majin just waits.
Ooh,
and that delay caught JESANDY on the way up. Final round, game 1. More Jaguar steps to back up. Running 3. Guaranteed follow-up. Half HP. Half HP. Off of very few hits. There weren't any combos yet, right? Like, this is very, very small stuff. Nice Shining Wizard from JESANDY. Good punish from Lil Majin. And Lil Majin, this was incredible. This was absolutely incredible. So, Lil Majin had baited JESANDY into starting to attack right away because of that earlier counter hit interaction. So here, JESANDY mashes the counter hit attempt. Right? The down forward 2-1. Lil Majin predicts it, ducks, and gets a full launch. He got JESANDY antsy and was able to punish him for it. Heat dash into guaranteed shoulder. Game 1 to Lil Majin. How will JESANDY adjust? Now this is also a testament to JESANDY's competitive prowess, is his ability to adjust to how the opponent's playing. This is that counter hit confirm I was talking about. Let's run that back. JESANDY trying to put out more pokes and just take control of the situation. String extension hitting. Crouch dash into the chest bump, and then there's the forward 2, down 1 into the confirmed extension. Weird combo choice, but you know. Breaks the giant swing, or the Shining Wizard. Very nice. Ooh, he tried to finish. This was a strange interaction here from both King players. So JESANDY obviously looking for a counter hit off the down forward 2. Misses the confirm and rips it anyways. Lil Majin is ducking. But Lil Majin messes up the punish and does a high extension that JESANDY ends up launching. So a few errors on both parts, or maybe a read, but either way did not pan out. Lil Majin is dead. So JESANDY getting a bit more active with his pokes, trying to force Lil Majin to block more and create more timings that JESANDY can force situations off of. Forward 4 neutral 2 counter hits, but the trade denies him the combo. Nice forward 3, very safe mid from King into the guaranteed follow-up, and he gets so much damage off that. It's really, really good. Nice punish again. And JESANDY's playing these lows a lot more. First one is punished, but you'll notice that he's not very deterred. He just starts playing some dash jabs. Wow, he finished the string anyways. Chest bump into Shining Wizard once again. I think that was an attempted whiff punish. I think what Lil Majin on the right here, they keep switching sides, right? But I think Lil Majin was going for a whiff punish here. Whiff throw, and he tries the back 3. Nice duck on the down forward 2-1. JESANDY upping the tempo and finding chances to get Lil Majin to make mistakes, right? Lil Majin thought he found a counter hit there, ripped the rest of the string, and JESANDY found the duck. So even though he likes to play a normal patient style, he's very capable of speeding up the game. And this is awesome. Look at what happened here. JESANDY ate like 3 lows, and he did not react immediately. Like, usually, if somebody's doing this many lows, they want to force a reaction out of you. So after 3 lows, JESANDY goes for the down forward 2 to attempt to counter hit. But now he's chilling out again. He recognizes again that it was better when he was in control. So he starts playing a bit more pokes. But Lil Majin finds a nice muscle buster here. With those 3 lows at the beginning, Lil Majin has kind of taken control back. Nice. Right? Beautiful sidestep on this forward neutral 2. This was really, really good. An awesome adjustment. Down 2 rounds, Lil Majin decided to try to fight back in a way that would counter how JESANDY was playing. Right? Rather than just poking mid or going for throws, he just went low 3 times in a row. So JESANDY again trying to fight back to gain control. Immediate crouch dash grab. Oh, he ducked, but Lil Majin didn't confirm. Nice duck in the forward neutral 2. They switch sides again. Look at this little spacing game around the pokes. A few missed whiff punishes. There's the counter hit shove. Really, really solid. At this range, when you guys are competing with your like slower mids, the shove is so fast and so far range that it's an insanely effective move. So now that they're both playing this very active style, the shove becomes really powerful. Uh-oh, he got his rear. How did that happen? Lil Majin was looking in he was in such a good spot here. Oh, he missed that follow-up, and then he mashed again after the whiff. And then JESANDY gets this guaranteed back follow-up. Very nice. Why is there a Keck W on the screen? Oh, JESANDY has that on his stream. I have no idea why. All right, they go straight rematch. Coliseum all 3 games.
Start showing our hand a little bit more.
What did JESANDY say? This is good insight. Let's listen.
Run it back. All right. Here we can start showing our hand a little bit more.
Start showing our hand a bit more. So JESANDY does like to, like I said, he shows this patient control style. And part of it is that he doesn't want to make all of his timings obvious. But I think he recognizes here that he has to go for the kill. It's the first of 2. You can't really play too conservatively in these short sets. Look at all these pokes coming out. Oh, and Lil Majin counters immediately. This is great information for both sides. High jabs, high jabs, high jabs, right? So Lil Majin goes for forward neutral 2. This would have ducked under JESANDY's jabs and immediately given him a counter hit, right? But JESANDY decided to just block. This was good patience on his part. Look at these ducks JESANDY was doing. I'm sorry, I wish I could rewind just 5 seconds. Right after that forward neutral 2 hits, look at how JESANDY plays. This is some high-level defense. Duck, duck. These are intentional ducks. That's not just his Korean backdash, okay? Those were intentional ducks. That was really, really cool. And as you saw, it beat Lil Majin's throw timing. It beat that throw timing that showed up right there before this anti-air throw came out. That is some very high-level defense. 2-1. Sidestep on the forward 3. Good break. I didn't think that throw would be broken. Tries to whiff punish again, but is a bit late. Grabs him out of the power crush. This power crush looks to me as a response to JESANDY's high-tempo poking, right? Right? He tried to catch him responding with a keep-out jab or a keep-out punch, and instead JESANDY did a keep-out grab. And if you don't know, power crushes are grabs hard counter power crushes. So that throw is inescapable. Good. Shining Wizard goes unbroken. He's forcing this pressure. Look at this running 3. All of Lil Majin's running 3 seems to be... All of Lil Majin's running 3s seem to hit. Good. Tongue-tied watching these 2 kings. And I think it's because JESANDY is respecting the throws. Grabs him out of the air.
Out of here.
I can't believe he grabbed him out of the air there. That was insane. Like, do you think he was looking for that? I'm supposed to be analyzing. Let me see. I think he just grabbed him on his approach timing, and Lil Majin happened to do the running exploder and go into the air.
Out of here. Get it out of here.
That was pretty sick. That was pretty sick. I don't know if Majin would have died if he didn't go airborne. Uh-oh, big whiff punish on the forward 2-1, and now he's in heat. Running 3. This running 3 getting so much mileage. Probably, again, because they're ducking the throws. And look, JESANDY didn't rip the extension of that string. If King does all 3 hits, forward 2, down 1, 2, he's launch punishable. So JESANDY is really, really trying to keep it as safe as possible and only do the 3rd hit if he confirmed that he counter hit the King, or his opponent, on the 2nd hit. Heat smash into Jaguar Sprint. You'll notice JESANDY didn't go for the unbreakable throw. JESANDY has been on the record saying that he thinks this throw is reactable. Right? When King sprints at you and does the high throw, he says you can see it. And I didn't believe him at first. But after some training, I think it might be seeable. So he respects that Majin might react and just goes for the mid. Nice block, but he didn't punish it. I don't think he was ready. Might have been just part of his natural movement that he blocked that one.
+1/+2.
And that was a good break on the giant swing. And now he's chilling out. Look at this. Look at the composure. Look how much blocking he did. He has the kill. He's about to win. But look at how much blocking he does.
Oh, we pushed 1+2.
Breaks the throw. Jaguar step back. He's just looking for a mistake. He's not going to force anything. He can take those lows. Down jab. Now he's starting to play interrupts. Oh, he got counter hit.
Ooh,
very, very nice. He just looked for punishes on Lil Majin's lows. And obviously when he ducks at this timing, it would counter the grabs too, right?
Ooh, big mistakes from Majin.
Very solid defense. And he just played the quick poke off of the frame advantage from the while standing 4. Now he's trying to establish tempo with his pokes again. What a block. JESANDY'S defense, I didn't highlight it in the notes, but his ability to fuzzy your lows on your approach timings is really, really good. Okay, I really gotta send in a complaint about these subscription alerts. Lil Majin is poking. Let's rewind it. Lil Majin is doing a bunch of pokes behind the sub alerts under the cover of darkness. Down 2, 1-2-1, 2-1, guaranteed. All right, and JESANDY is shoving back now. Sidestep back 3 doesn't pay off. Ooh, and then he punishes Lil Majin's punish attempt. Wow, look at the speed. Look at how he was so patient the round before, and now he's just swinging, right? After this punish, what does he do? Forward 3, and out of the frame disadvantage, he just plays down forward 2 anyways. And then he's mashing jab again after the trade. Now he gets counter hit for his troubles. Lil Majin more determined to find the counter hit. JESANDY playing super out of frame here. And that's a good little changeup, right? Like, JESANDY plays so conservative usually. So when he does decide to mash on you, it can get very confusing. And that's what he was doing there. He was just mashing every single interaction. So it was a great adjustment from Lil Majin to recognize that. Lil Majin insisting again on the down forward 2s. JESANDY decided to calm down, but got clipped out of his Jaguar step. Jaguar sprint low. Power crush. Wow. And look at how much damage King made up. Actually, look at that. Like, look at their HPs. You saw how many interactions Lil Majin was trying to go for to get this much damage? And JESANDY hits one back 3 here. A single back 3. Look at the damage. And it's all unhealable health, right? There's no gray health. JESANDY gets a little punish there and then gets counter hit for his troubles. What did he go for? Why was he so slow? He had the frame advantage on the while standing 4. Oh, he went for the shoulder charge. He was expecting Lil Majin to play some kind of delay, like maybe back dash or forward dash or block and then swing. But Lil Majin did an immediate down forward 2-1 as soon as possible and counter hits him. Huge reward coming in. JESANDY not even in rage. This is so ugly. And there's the duck. There's the duck on the RKO. The Jaguar sprint unbreakable throw. JESANDY putting his money where his mouth is. I don't know if he reacted to that because it looked a little quick. But the forward neutral 2 counter hit equalizes immediately. So this is the HP. Look at the state of the HP. JESANDY got this much damage off of like back 3 and maybe another poke. And then look at how he gets the next big chunk of damage. Counter hit down, counter hit forward neutral 2. So yes, there were a few pokes in between, but look at how much damage came through just from that. Giant swing off.
Kill, but it's very close to kill.
That was really good.
Yes, we got him.
And it killed. He didn't even expect it to kill. Lil Majin tech rolled, right? But look at this. He does wave dash, and then he runs in. This is very, very. Again, I mentioned this earlier. Specific JESANDY tech. Look at JESANDY's movement very carefully. Let me actually slow this down really quick. Okay, I'm gonna put this at half speed, and look at JESANDY's movement to get this throw. So we're gonna see this forward neutral 2 counter hit. And then look at this. He does a little crouch dash at first, and then he sprints. So watch this movement very carefully. Crouch dash, sprint. And with that sprint distance, you would think it's the Shining Wizard, the running throw. But JESANDY knows the precise buffer window where he can put in the giant swing input and just keep running at you. And that's why Lil Majin got thrown here. King ran so far that any normal human would expect that it was the 1+2 break. But JESANDY has masked the movement, masked the throw behind his movement to get the giant swing. And that won him this first to 2. And that's why fighting JESANDY is so hard. You can't tell if he's going to stay in this control mode or if he's going to start challenging you at frame disadvantage. And once he has the advantage, he plays so safe. He does mostly mid-low mix-ups, but he will find counter hits if you decide to challenge him. And on top of that, he has all of these well-trained hit confirms. So if you ever do make a mistake, you get blown up, right? Absolutely incredible play. And, you know, Lil Majin is absolutely a legend too. So to display this kind of performance against the best king in America prior to JESANDY'S come up is really, really, really incredible. I think that this firmly puts JESANDY in the debate for best king. I don't want to make any decisive statements because JESANDY still has to demonstrate it at the offline stage. However, demonstrating this nice win in a 2-1 score and then coming through to win the entire tournament of Twitch Rivals is pretty sweet. This video has gone on pretty long, so I'm not gonna demonstrate the ranked strategies yet. We'll leave that for another video. Subscribe if you want to see that. But what I do want to show really quickly is JESANDY'S really funny tweets. So this is a really interesting thing about King mains. Even through all of the videos I've made on how to counter King, the players themselves have been really funny about it. They don't say, no, King is not broken. King is totally balanced. They all say, hey, delete this because I know King is broken and I don't want that to change. You know, I want to win. So look at what JESANDY says here. This is really, really cool. I'll switch the scene real quick. He says, I think we need to have some discussions about King and balance. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Heat Smash needs to get damage reduced by at least 20 damage. Everyone's Heat Smash tracks, so unless we make Heat Smashes linear, that stays. Right? Like, this is... He's openly admitting that this is overpowered. He also says it needs to get slowed down, but considering the speed, he says it should stay at that speed to match everyone else's, right? A little bias there, we'll leave it at that. He says, aside from that, the only major buff to King is counter hit throws and forward for neutral 2 being +7 and -13. It used to be -14. He said throws being buffed are universal. However, the frame window should not be 7 frames on counter hit. He's openly advocating to nerf the thing we were talking about, right? Just make it 14 frames across the board. Nobody is breaking them anyways, right? Forward for neutral 2 being +7 is crazy. I don't mind it losing the frame advantage. He says it is too powerful at +7. And because it's mad linear, it would be more balanced. He said down forward 1 lost its tracking from Tekken 7 to now, and he says that's good. Same thing about down forward 2. He says it's glorified generic down forward 1. It's a bit better because of the counter hit, but you know. Jaguar run is pretty useless outside of Oki situations, and even then you can reliably see the throw. And he demonstrated that with whether that was a reaction or not, he went under Lil Majin's one attempt to do it. That being said, he says Jaguar 3 shouldn't be safe. I think that's the homing jumping mid, so you can't even like hit him low. Jaguar 1 can probably stay the same. -10 makes it chill, considering it's luck behind a stance and the risk of not ducking. Is a 20 damage low that puts King grounded, so he says it seems fair, and then reduce tracking. So this is his opinion. He says King is good and should probably be nerfed, and that after these nerfs, he would be a fair character. Let's see. Considering his down 4 is launch punishable, yeah. So very, very balanced take, surprisingly, from a player who is benefiting so much from his character. You don't see this very often. Even the best pros kind of like agree that we should probably downplay our characters so that they don't get nerfed. But JESANDY is a true King main. He's using these tactics to win and is openly honest that they're overpowered, right? Absolutely incredible player. This video has been pretty long. If you stuck around this long, thank you so much. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment if you have any questions or you think I missed something. If you want to see more coverage on JESANDY, go to his stream. It's just twitch.tv/JESANDY. He used to have these numbers after. That was pretty weird. Or maybe I'm making that up. Maybe that's just his Twitter. Yeah, his Twitter has all these numbers. But yeah. Be sure to check out JESANDY. Very, very exciting player to watch. Very, very solid Tekken. And I think that if you're a King main, study up on what he's doing, because that should make it easier to get around all of the King counter videos I've been putting out. Thanks so much. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.